Hello, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. And Scorpio has come through the dice. That's why I'm reading for Scorpio. Scorpio, this next 3 to 4 weeks is focusing on your house of partnerships and relationships, possibly contracts, likely marriage, and Jupiter. So Jupiter is speaking of some sort of expansion or growth. It did start incredibly warm, this reading. But I have broken it up into sections. I will give you the big theme of the month. We're looking at money, investments, work, colleagues, health, well-being, personal relationships. So there are little sectors of it to give you a flavour of everything coming through in the next 3 to 4 weeks. But obviously there is a sort of all-encompassing theme, and that is ultimately of relationships. And when we get to your relationship section, it does look really, really positive. So we're going to pick up firstly on your energy for the next 3 to 4 weeks. You have the grasshopper spirit in the upright, with the koi fish spirit in reverse, and the vulture spirit. No, koi fish is upright. So the first song I got through on this was Phil Collins. I actually heard Stay With Me, but it's a song called Follow You, Follow Me. Obviously it's just a really lovely song. You might want to listen to it. It clearly has a message for you. But the grasshopper saying that there's time for a new level. There might be some element of maybe a bit of a trust fall, but it's telling you that it is a time to take some sort of risk, to do something different, to take the leap of faith. It is naturally the full card energy. It might be I'm not saying a move as such, but there is a shift, and there is something that possibly even needs attending to, because when I come onto the vulture card in reverse, I've got a feeling that there's something that maybe needs a bit cleaned up, because that can be a card of avoidance when it's in reverse. So there is possibly something new, or there is a new level, or there's something that's saying that it's the right time to do something. And with the koi fish spirit, it speaks mainly about prosperity, but it's not also just riches and wealth, etc. It's speaking about prosperity being something that you're magnetically attracting at this time. There's opportunities for abundance that are going to come through, and it's asking you to get comfortable with wealth, really, in all forms. It's not just financial. So even if you don't feel wealthy or rich in a certain area of your life, it's saying that you soon will be, okay? So I do feel there is an opportunity coming through for you in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and it's one you absolutely should take. This vulture spirit in reverse, now I quite like seeing the vulture spirit in reverse, but then that's the reader's lens right there, because I'm not a fan as a rule. But when he is in reverse, he can speak about running away from the past or denying our mistakes that have happened in the past, where what we need to be realizing is there's been valuable experience there, valuable lessons, if you like. So it's not something we should ever disown, ignore. It's maybe something that's disappointed us or shamed us, But I sort of get the feeling that there's something that you maybe didn't clean up in the past that is maybe preventing you from taking this leap of faith, or indeed maybe if you do clean it up, you are able to get this new opportunity coming in, you know what I'm saying? And I am getting when I get to your external energy, I do think there's somebody that's kind of resentful in your external energy. That, I mean, whether they come through in the next 3 to 4 weeks or not, that's just the energy that they're kind of exuding, So it might be that there's something you kind of let go to waste, or you didn't finalize properly, or you maybe need to go and kind of tidy up before you can go, forth into possibly, if it's not a new relationship, it's the healing of possibly a relationship. But there is like the gift, the offering of a relationship, and it's not, I don't think it's just a contract, because it is in my sector of personal relationships here, but I just kind of feel there's something to be cleaned up there. Cool numbers 30, 36 and 63, so you get the 369s, a combination of, so I'm really digging that. Now here's why I think there might be something to clean up from the past, because your external energy is the wasp spirit and the starfish spirit, and they're both in reverse here. So the sting is the sting that's not been healed, and it's certainly not been forgotten for whoever this relates to. Obviously it can be a reverse reading, it is general, but this is someone who's also on the back of that sting, hurt, I don't know, slight, whatever it may be. This is somebody who's not forgotten and still carrying it around with them, really. And when the starfish is in reverse, that's somebody that's kind of closed down to possibilities. They can be angry, resentful, jealous. But because the starfish spirit is in reverse, this is also somebody who's kind of closed down to possibilities. You know, it's somebody that's kind of lost hope, lost a dream perhaps, but they now may have become quite bitter, or even a little bit, you know, even if not bitter, then kind of rigid. And I don't know if that's the thing that you might need to address, Scorpio, so just bear that in mind as we go through the reading. So the big theme, the overall theme for the month, very neutral cards. We have got the ship and we've got the letter. So this can be news about a journey. It can be literally your car, car documents, or, you know, visas, passports, that sort of thing. We'll just get into clarifying that right away and see what's what. Yeah, okay. I had sort of picked a deck, but then I've forgotten what it is. So yeah, some sort of information. It's not necessarily just like conversation and news. It's normally some sort of paperwork that is to do with travel. It can be trading, commerce, you know, business. Let's have a look. For Scorpio, why do we have this? Yeah, no, I did get chasing cars. But obviously, if I lay here, would you lie with me? I think that's the song. So it might be something to do with cars or your transport. Let's have a look. For the ship for, oh, okay, didn't even see that. 3 of Cups reversed. Yeah, and the letter. So we have disclosure. We have some sort of disclosure here. Now, with the world being in reverse, there is something to do with travel here, you know, travel plans. It might be, you know, taking a wee bit while, but this might even be some sort of travel for work, for example. Some sort of disclosure here, or, you know, information that you weren't privy to. Now, it could be coming from a distance. It could be... I don't know if it's maybe like a cancelled like reunion or a get together. It's saying that there's somebody here who, I mean, it can speak of something being a bit shoddy, you know, or you're not being able to go to some sort of event or get together. Scorpio. Yeah, something blocked here. Follow you, follow me, and chasing cars. What could that mean? I don't know. I don't know if you're going on some sort of trip. You know, somebody gets lost, you know. I mean, it could be very much a long distance trip here. But there's a feeling here that somebody's not able to do something. Somebody's not able to create something. They don't have the tools to possibly fix something. And that might bring in some sort of disappointment, because there's a way where we can't go where we want to go, basically. This is the overall theme, so this is affecting everything. There is a feeling here that somebody's not able to grow or go where they want to go. But it might also feel like possibly a little bit of like procrastination, because someone's trying to perfect, you know, the itinerary or the plans or whatever it could be. Yeah, so we've got a message of concern. They're both in reverse, and the official person. I don't read them in reverse. So this is like a message from the authorities, you know, but the official person is someone who's usually pretty stern. You know, someone that's, you know, has no warmth at all. It's very difficult to deal with. It can normally be like someone of, you know, an official nature. It might even be the mechanic, you know. But there's a message coming through here that's it's not what we want. It's not what we want to hear. It's coming from a mature man, and it's someone who's having some thoughts about the state of a relationship, and that's for somebody that's kind of concerning. Don't really feel I've nailed that just yet. Hang on. I'll go to the deck I was thinking of using, but then decided not to, because it's one I only ever use for myself, but it kept drawing my eye. So there might be some sort of reunion you're planning, or a get together, or a getaway. That kind of feels hampered. Yeah, there is definitely some sort of plans afoot here. You know, it might be to meet up with family. Yeah, just like a wee holiday, or... So why is the moon reversed? Why is the moon reversed for Scorpio here? Too many. Because there's difficulties. There's an impasse. There's something preventing you going or doing what you want to do. Now, I don't know if it's you or you're relying on someone else or something else. I don't know if somebody's like pulling out, or I'm sort of feeling there's some sort of negotiations going on here with an individual to try and, you know, get things on track, bring people together. I don't know if this is your external energy who's, you know, pretty, you know, pissed, resentful, not happy. It really could be a family member here. So I'm feeling that there is a desire, you know, a motivation to, you know, get things moving, communicate about a trip or a journey, and either someone is blocking it or you're blocking it. There is a need to have some sort of trust here, to take some sort of risk, and that may be where you know, we have, I sort of feel like it's, you know, 2 steps forward, you know, 3 steps back. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Gosh, I'm 11 minutes in, I need to be quicker. So let's move on to money and investments. Now, you might be, this could obviously be related to this. I actually see someone looking into some sort of loss here. Now, this can speak that somebody's just stressed about money in general, other investments, but I'm seeing that there's some sort of investigation, or we're checking the fine print or something, and this may have to do with, you know, why this travel or isn't getting together. So we've got some sort of communication coming through here, some new information coming from the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and Six of Pentacles here. So there's definitely money that we're looking into that either is creating anxiety or is indeed some sort of loss here. But this can speak to some sort of contract involving the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's might be one of these 2 women here. So this is in your kind of work, business and investments, no, sorry, work, colleagues and business section. There's 2 women coming through here. This ultimately could be one of them. But this is some sort of financial contract that you're getting some sort of news on. So again, it can speak, and it's something new. It can again speak to some sort of car. So I've got the Queen here, and I've got an issue with a couple of women here. I've had that in like my last readings as well. The Queen, she's not quite in reverse, but you know, she usually is, you know, the mother, the queen bee. This can be in relation to obviously children, and maybe, you know, alimony or child maintenance. There's some sort of news coming through here. So it might well be if that's something that somebody is relying on or anticipating. I'm not saying it's not coming, but in some way impacts on this ability to make some sort of travel or journey. And now we have the Father with the Mountain in reverse. So this is the father archetype, your father, someone else's father, who is thwarting plans, basically. I sort of feel there's news coming through here. It might be of a legal nature, it might just be a new contract, but this is in money and investments, and it in some way is thwarting whatever plans. There's some disclosure up here that means that somebody can't get together maybe with someone else, or can't go to a party, or can't go to a get together. They're not able to do it. And the issue is likely to do with their finances or their transport. Yeah, I mean, it's just like so stressful. I'm going to come back to the fact that you have got the Koi Spirit here, which, you know, is a card of prosperity and abundance. It does require some sort of leap of faith, but I do also feel that with the Vulture Spirit being in reverse, it is something that you need attending to. It's not like you can brush something under the carpet, or, you know, this is like, you know, something that's not been finished properly. It's not been tied up properly. It's not a success. It's not completion. You're not graduating. There is something that has to be attended to and dealt with properly before you get the new. And it is something likely to do with money. Now, in the work, colleagues, business, literally 2 women came through initially. So 2 women. And then I've got the birds on one of them and the cross on one. So this can speak to a literal difficult conversation, or a conversation that somebody is suffering or struggling in some way. And again, the birds brings in some sort of anxiety here. So in order for you to kind of identify who these individuals are, firstly, I would say it's normally my older female, but there's only 2 female cards in the deck, so I don't want to apply any kind of age to them. But this is someone who has the archetype of the servant upright and the artist in reverse. So initially, the vibe I get from this is someone who feels that they're doing a lot. They feel that they're helping out, they're doing as much as they can, but they don't really feel that they're kind of being rewarded. Might be somebody is a bit kind of slightly martyrish. And this is also somebody who's quite withdrawn at this time, or yeah, I mean, the cave is like in reverse here. It's somebody that's kind of in the dark, and I'm wondering if this is something to do with the wasp, because the seed here in reverse, which is something that's usually germinating under the surface, that's is speaking of like a new beginning and ultimately some sort of fertility that will come through. This is somebody that's kind of festering and stewing and dormant, and it may even be somebody that's kind of gossiping in some sort of way, because there's chit chat going on here with somebody you're connected with through work, colleagues, or business. That in the dark, behind the scenes, is giving it a bit of that, and I'm feeling there's possibly like some sort of resentment over her. Yeah, so she's resentful of a King of Pentacles in reverse here. I don't know if that's you or somebody she's connected with. So there again is some sort of issue with money. I've got Queen of Pentacles upright, I've got the partner of the King of Pentacles, so everybody's in the frame. There is something ended here that somebody's not happy about. So if there was some sort of conflict or dispute or infighting, it's almost like it's done. But this one is not happy about it. They're literally like festering. Somebody's had some sort of sting that is, it really has shut them down. There's something spoiled for this person. It's almost like they didn't get, ultimately what they wanted, what they were hoping for. They didn't get like a romantic offer, or there's just something that didn't follow through. The Knight of Cups in reverse is like, it's just pie in the sky, It's your Lothario. Doesn't need to be that specifically, but it's literally somebody's like hopes, dreams, wishes, fantasies. It didn't come off, and this particular person is giving it that, but also festering. Okay, and now you've got this other woman here with the cross, and this is somebody who's kind of suffering. This is someone who may have debts or just an enormous amount of responsibility in their life. She has the engineer and she had the mother. She also has the lover with the village in reverse. So this is somebody in, your close network, even though it's, work, colleagues, business. There can be a bit of a read across, but with someone who's an engineer, this is somebody who's, very good at coming up with solutions, very left brain, very practical. Kind of feels like the Queen of Pentacles over here. Possibly not the warmest, but I feel she's dealing with a lot. And she needs to come up with solutions, basically, to some sort of dilemma. And she has the mother archetype. So she is a mother, and this is her mother. But she's also got to deal with a lot of responsibilities in terms of mothering as well. Her children, her own mother, for example. And to you, this could be the lover. This is somebody maybe you're very attracted to, you're in a loving connection with, you're very devoted to. With the village being in reverse, as I say, it can just be someone in your community, but it can also be somebody who is at a distance from you, who's maybe kind of ostracized, who's not really part, in the thick of things, so to speak. But it can also say that this is somebody who's kind of restricted, in some way. Again, there can be some sort of gossip here, and this person is not necessarily trapped, but not able to get together or celebrate or, make the moves they want to, or there's something like that, because this person has a huge amount of responsibility. In the health and well-being sector, we have got the coffin and the child. Now, that can speak to something that's that can speak to a sick child, and again, this may be because this mother has this responsibility. She may be dealing with a sickly child the next kind of 3 to 4 weeks, or it can mean that someone is very depressed or very down about a new beginning, possibly a new beginning that's, you know, maybe not getting off the ground here. They're not just depressed, there's somebody's angry. There is some sort of like, you know, sickness here, or I need to recover, recuperation. I don't know if somebody's had some sort of surgery. I'm seeing that there literally could be somebody who's maybe, you know, in hospital, or they're having to, you know, run up and down to the hospital, or they've just got a lot of doctor's appointments. This is ultimately affecting your health and well-being this month, Scorpio. So something, it feels not fair here, basically. I don't feel like we're getting our prayers answered. And I feel that there's possibly someone who's not pulling their weight, you know, maybe not pitching in to whatever needs doing. Let me just see this child. Yeah, I mean, we're just not liking the way things are going here. And I've just got a feeling that not everyone is, you know, as I say, pulling their weight or pitching in the way they should be. Oh, crikey. Yeah, I mean, in health and well-being sector, either it's regarding a child or it's regarding a new beginning, okay? Everything's just up in the air. The topsy-turvies is, we don't know if we're up, we don't know if we're down, you know, everything's all over the shop. And there is some sort of emotional, probably manipulation, quite frankly, because I've got my gland Conor here, and he is somebody who's, well, firstly, he's blinded by lust, but he's delusional. He's the narcissist, you know, he creates illusions, lets us fool ourselves, he's completely self-involved. He's a slick car, so I'm thinking there's just someone very manipulative here in terms of their emotions. Their emotions could fluctuate enormously. And this is affecting your health and well-being this month, Scorpio. This sector, the personal relationships, coming back to the 7th house, Jupiter, Scorpio, the ring and the bouquet just look fantastic. It is the renewal of some sort of partnership. You might be renewing your vows, or so somebody here might literally want to go to some sort of celebration or wedding. That's proving difficult, obviously, but there is some sort of invitation or gift to possibly some sort of ceremony here. But this can also speak that is actually a proposal of marriage on the cards here, and this is in your personal relationship sector. No, but it's not you, it is a family member, or it's your partner's family. You know, there is some sort of proposal. It straight up looks like a gift or an offer of marriage, but it can speak to just the renewal of vows, even if that's not official. They're really, really lovely cards. And someone's undecided. Scorpio has the ring. About the journey. The journey is proving a problem. And I don't know if this is a couple that are maybe at a distance and they have to move. You know, one of them has to move. And then they've got all these, you know, commitments, responsibilities, issues with money, bitterness. Thinking woman. So this is a thinking woman in reverse. This is somebody who is indecisive, hasn't made their mind up. But it can also be someone who's not thinking very clearly. I wonder if that's the same one as this one up here. I don't know. Thinking woman with the ring. Oh God, this is somebody who has a really big decision to make. And now I'm remembering follow you, follow me. This might be somebody who's asking, you know, who's been asked to, you know, move towards someone. 9 of Wands reversed. And the King of Cups. King of Love himself. So I think this is some sort of like, oh Christ. This King of Pentacles is a bit of an issue. He's already come through. And now I've got him with the Devil. So there's some sort of obsession with money here. A connection with an air sign. And possibly money in connection with children. Or this is somebody who wants somebody back. But this journey's not happening in the next 3 to 4 weeks is really what I'm seeing. Although we are coming back to there is a leap of faith and there is an element of trust required, but ultimately there's something needing cleaned up. Someone needs to clear the decks, you know, before they kind of set sail on a new venture. Shows the bouquet. Oh, it's the 9 of Cups. How lovely is that? So there is definitely somebody's celebrating here. Somebody's getting to the party. Is this Magician reverse yet again? I don't like that when I see it with that combination. It almost looks like somebody's kind of smug that they've really messed something up for somebody else. Yeah, this is the Tower. So there's some sort of like this gift, offer, invitation of marriage, partnership is, you know, knee buckling for somebody else. Let's see. And it's the Queen of Pentacles. Right, she's reversed with the 4 of Pentacles. There's the Knight of Swords again, reversed. There's the Lovers reversed. So my Queen of Pentacles was over here. She's the one with Justice and the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. She was getting some sort of news, a contract involving money. It looks more to be than a marriage than anything else here. There's something kind of ominous going on here. And I don't know if somebody's proposing to someone else or they would like to propose to someone else. Now getting out of one relationship and into another. But this Queen of Pentacles, this could be, I mean, I think she might think this is a bad decision. Christ, the devil again. Oh, Queen of Wands. The other woman in reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles is in some way in lockdown. Yeah, she ain't budging. She's not spending anything. She's not giving an inch. That's making somebody angry because I think they may want to part with one person because they're obsessed and lusty chasing somebody else here. And this is somebody who literally wants to cut everything and go, coming back to this. But I do not see that happening because somebody needs to clear up their shit before they get the prosperity, the abundance, the leap of faith, the trust, the marriage, the whatever. Their shit needs tidied up here, basically, Scorpio. Let's take you some advice. Please let me know if it resonates. Scorpio's advice. It is the Fool. You've got to take some sort of risk. Don't make bad decisions. The Judgment's in reverse here. This is judgment that cannot be in your favour. It can sometimes speak about something that's not able to be rebirthed. Oh, that's changing. It's something to do with an offer of work here, and it is good news. I don't know if somebody is honestly trying to relocate to be with someone else. I sort of feel that, you know, whatever this venture is that somebody has planned, it is something they're keeping to themselves for now until they've got their ducks in a row. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, Scorpio, there is some stuff that needs cleaned up in your life before you get a clean break, you know, to go elsewhere and start over. Because there's some sort of resentment here that needs healing, needs attention. All right. Please let me know if it resonates. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye bye.